Welcome back, LWB fans. As always, just get straight to it. Today I actually want to talk about something more unique, but more something that we all have to do, really. It's practice speaking in front of a camera. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, oh, we've done this, Alex. We know about this. But the thing is, though you may say that, what about your retention? Are you keeping them engaged? Are you sure you know what you're doing? So I'll give you a few tips today. If you want to take it on board or if you don't, it's your decision. But hopefully this will help you get in the right direction so that you feel more confident in front of the camera. So I'll give you a few tips that I've learned after being pretty much on YouTube for some time now, on and off, always like that. And also how I grew my channel, TBF Alex. So for those who are interested, you can go take a look. It's TBF Alex, which is basically everything about Total Battle. It's a niche game it's on your Android, PC, Mac as well. You can jump on. I talk everything about Total Battle, which is absolutely exciting. So that's pretty much my gaming channel there. And now I'm building this channel, LWB Alex, to help you guys to learn how to essentially build your own channel, to be more confident in camera, to be have more self-respect for yourself, and to grow and monetize yourself. So hopefully the tips and stuff you better go on my journey as I grow this channel and we grow this together. So here are the few things I want you to learn almost immediately when you talk in front of camera. First of all is to just bring it out. Just take out a camera, stop being afraid, talk in front of a mirror, try these little practice things. Don't worry about the ums and the ahs and the ands and the ifs and the stutters. Don't worry about any of that. Just get comfortable. Get more comfortable with the camera. Get more comfortable with your people. Because the thing is, there are two forms that we already know. Two forms. These two forms that we know is, one, you can do this with no editing, right? There's the no edit people, which I don't know how they do that. I always feel I have to edit. I stutter too much. I make so many mistakes. I have to edit my video clips no matter what it is. And that's okay. Then you have the ones who have to edit. That's me. I'm in that zone. I've tried both sides, and after experiencing both ends, I really don't like myself when it's just the authentic myself with all the hiccups inside in between. And though I know it makes it look, though I know it's true, it makes it even more real. And it feels extremely authentic because no one's perfect. Even the most sophisticated individuals have a tendency of saying their little its and ahs and ands and everything else in between, because that's being human. The thing is, I don't particularly enjoy that part of myself, so I try to get rid of that and make it more clean. And that's okay. Both ways you pivot, it doesn't matter. Your crowd's going to be your crowd as long as you can reach out to the right people. Another thing you've got to pay attention, especially the art of being in front of a camera, is essentially your eye contact. As you can see here, I'm keeping my eye contact pretty much close to you. But when I'm doing my gaming channel, I'm constantly watching like several different screens while demonstrating both the gaming material while at the same time talking in front of the camera to keep it realistic and to keep it that home feel, talking to a family, talking to a friend, talking to a business client member, and really keeping it real with you. And doing that takes some time, because I have a tendency of looking down, looking up, looking everywhere else, and not always in front of the camera. And so here's a tip for you. If you find yourself needing to refer back to material, it's okay to look away. It's okay for a moment to do that. You can, because the idea when you edit, especially if you're an editor, basically, you cut off those parts where you're doing this. So when you're swaying towards one way, use that scene, because you might be doing something on your PC trying to get information or demonstrating while this is happening, you want to show on screen that scene instead. So you're not actually looking away from the audience. And every time when you look at the audience, just put your face back to the camera again and start chatting away. And so this way, it seems more seamless. So that's why when you are demonstrating your art, your craft, or presentations or gameplay, whatever it may be, it just shows that you're not ignoring your audience. You're keeping a very close eye on them. You're making sure they're the top priority. You're talking to a friend, you're talking to a family member. But at the same time, demonstrating a skill set that requires maybe something offset camera, which you just can't do without other tools, right? Because I understand sometimes you do need that to be shift it over. Now here comes the next part, is your pacing. It doesn't matter if you're a fast talker, slow speaker, it doesn't matter. You need to feel comfortable at the tone and level that you're at. If you're one of those slow speaking, calm type of people, then by all means that's fine. But if you're one of those to speed up a little bit, want to get to the point, and you're just excited, that's energy that you can bring to your camera. It's okay. The reality is that you need to step out of the shell and find that you that really resonates, because if you can't, you don't need to. Some of the best people you watch online, some of the best creators online, are always their most authentic self online, right? They're being themselves. They may be a fast speaker when they talk on camera, but when you meet them, they slow down and they're completely different people because that's a different side of them. But maintenance of yourself, maintaining a level that works for you and what works for you is really, really important. Okay? So whatever your pace is, just works for you. It doesn't matter what someone tells you. It's more important that you pay attention to what is most authentic, what works, and what operates in your time frame, right? Don't be in someone else's clock, right? If they go, oh yeah, you're too quick, you're too fast, well, that's one of a billion other people, right? I had people, right, on my channel said to me, these are like nobodies I never talked to before, and go to me, oh hey, so some comments I can remember, oh hey Alex, you're speaking too fast, I can't catch up with you, can you slow down a bit, I don't know what you're saying, but then that's one person. So my channel already has about, I'm getting close to 600 subscribers, 1,600 subscribers already, and I keep at this pace. This is the pace I go at, and sometimes I speed up a lot more, and they follow me just fine. So out of the one person who's complaining of everyone else, then as far as I'm concerned, they're just trolling and trying to cause you trouble. And that's another thing. You're going to find a lot of people are going to be like that as you grow. You're not always going to hit the numbers you're after, but just know this, guys, don't fear about it too much. Just focus now on more towards how you present yourself on the camera, how your pacing is, how you look into it, what you do, your actions, your hand movements, they all matter. Here's a thing that you don't seem to realize at the start, but it's very, very important. Hand motions are more important in talking in front of a camera than being a stiff board. So what does I mean by that, a stiff board? Thing is, right, since early days as we develop as human beings, hand movements, gestures that you're holding no weapons or hiding something from your opponent or a person who's never met you before or even from the same species, because we are people of caution. We're people of caution. And because of that nature, that hasn't really ever faded away or disappeared. So hand gestures showing this, it's very natural. So allowing you to gesture your points across and moving things along, these basic movements helps bring along your story that you're trying to tell or the message you're trying to convey in a most friendly and more inviting way than nothing at all. So don't be a stiff board and just talk like this the whole time, because that can actually break the way how you talk to someone, because you're not being yourself. The movement of your hand movement and you're allowing yourself to talk freely both not only allows you to process the things you're going after at a pace that works for you, but you'll be surprised that because of this movement, it allows people's attention to stay on board with you, because our attention span in watching anything is very, very low. We tend to disappear very quickly and we fade away when we're not interested. So hand movements, gestures, changing topics, changing your mood and tone of your level of your voice, and being in contact with, familiarize yourself in front of the camera, because these are your guys, these are your people, makes people excited. They stay more in tune to what you're talking about. And that's what you're trying to do. You need to learn these skills, and it takes time. Don't feel afraid to just set yourself back a little bit, take a breather, even a few seconds to get your mind frame back and right, because people can wait. People can wait. As long as your gesturing is in the right direction, as long as you get to the point that you're after, as long as you don't keep blabbering on to other things and which is not on topic, people don't mind waiting just a little bit. If you need to catch your breath a little bit, catch your breath a little bit. If you need to think about a few seconds, it's okay, because you built your audience. They're happy to hear you out. Now, it is very true. It's very, very true that your first 30 seconds really matter, because they got nothing to go on. They don't know who you are. And the way 2026 has been, especially with the new algorithm stuff, it throws to a lot of random people. And if they don't know you, then all they have going for you is you on the camera talking, being your authentic self and going on board exactly to the points you're after. And today's episode is all about you talking more freely on the camera and being your authentic self. That's what all about this episode is about. And hopefully the ideas I've given you have given you more input of how to talk in front of a camera more freely, more authentically, and to feel more comfortable in front of it. And just remember, guys, it doesn't matter how you approach it, just be more self-aware of yourself, and being more comfortable, be more calm with yourself. You see, there's a saying about having a deer in the headlights, right? Or where the minute the camera's on you, you're literally stuck in there and you don't know what to do, and you go you feel nervous and the tension's there. And the thing is, if you let that kick in, then the audience feels that as well. But if you just take a breather and take a second for yourself just to get your head around things, it's okay. People are calm. Just Find your pacing, do what works for you, get your message across, make it clear, precise, and straight to the point. If you constantly do that regularly in everything that you do, you'll be very aware that a lot of the people that watch you will be very attentive because you're straight to the point. You're not swaying, you're not being grand, you're not going anywhere else, you're just trying to be yourself. Now, I don't know, I'm going to shoot this video up just the way it is and leave it unedited for the first few times because this is going to be on my LWB channel, as you guys are well aware, and it's pretty much my vlogging channel, right? And I'm gonna do different things about it because the whole idea, what I want to do is help you guys monetize yourselves, grow, learn all the tricks and secrets as we journey this together. And I don't know, maybe I'll just keep this as unedited completely and just shoot it as it is. So you can see who I am behind the camera and just know I'm just you guys. I'm a normal guy, I'm an office worker, I'm working on 3 channels, I have a family outside as well. I'm producing about almost 7-8 episodes a week. Now that's not for everybody and that's for another day. I won't talk about it today. I'm doing about 7-8 episodes a week, sometimes 3 to 4 give or take. And even that in itself is extremely challenging on top of the timetable that I have. But that's for another day. All I want you to be is more comfortable in the camera. Don't feel afraid. Talk it out. If you need to put some comments down below and you're struggling with something, reach out to me. You know my links. You know how to reach me. I'll see you guys again in the next LWB episode. As always, leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, everything else, and see you guys then. Bye now.